No, because I was born and raised in Miami, and ever since COVID, I've hated it, and I'm going to show you why. I'm walking back from hot yoga, and
Where are the black people in Shogun? There's a Japanese proverb that says for a samurai to be brave, he must have a bit of black blood. If that's the case, FX monster hit Shogun has a lot of sacred swordsmen. Where do I begin? Where's the black people in Shogun? Shogun takes place in 1600s feudal Japan. Yeah, there are no sub-Saharan African people there, I can promise you. The show takes place in feudal Japan. Why would there ever be a black character? Even if you were demented enough to want to race swap a character, how could you do that in a historical drama? The whole point of the show is that it's supposed to be historically accurate to an extent. Of course, they have to make it entertaining, but yeah, they can't just tell lies like that. They can't just be flexible with the plot and the characters who appear within the plot, because it needs to be accurate to a certain extent. If these people are so desperate to see black people in something that they're not supposed to be in, they can go ahead and watch Bridgerton on Netflix. They could go ahead and watch that to their heart's content. I'm certain that they're going to love the fact that every other British aristocrat is played by a prominent black actor. They're going to totally eat that up, and that's why that show was made, just for these idiots. $26! Oh my god, you turned $24,000 into $26.70. Are you serious? How in the world did you do this? What was your trading strategy? It makes no sense. At what point did you think maybe you should just put down Robinhood? Maybe you should just stop putting in money. This is a consistent trend of loss. This isn't the worst financial casualty I've ever seen on the subreddit, but man, it's up there. Like, for real, homie, could you do us all a favor and please withdraw that $8.84 that you have sitting doing nothing in your portfolio? I'm gonna need you to take that out so that you can afford to eat. Oh my god, pick me, pick me. I like to go to loud bars and read my book. Why do you have to be a hater? How much time do you have in the day to be a miserable person? This individual is minding her own business, and you're out here on Instagram hating, being lonely, being miserable, being despicable. That makes no sense, man. She literally is just reading a book, and you have problems with that? Again, with the miserable posting. This white girl went to a stranger's graveyard at night just to clean it because it's dirty. White people only fear equality. What? This has nothing to do with racial politics, so that's already just ridiculous. But the fact that you have a problem with someone doing something nice like cleaning an abandoned cemetery and making sure that somebody's headstone is legible and easy to see is ridiculous. She's doing a public service and posting about it on TikTok. She's doing a positive thing and also making positive content all at the same time. Things that people want to appear on the internet. You know, everybody talks about how the internet is incredibly negative and incredibly miserable, and this woman is doing her part to make it just a little bit better, and you're out here making it seem like she's being ridiculous and creepy and weird. If anybody's weird in this situation, it's you going onto Twitter just to be miserable so that, I don't know, you can get engagement so that you can make 20 bucks. Oh my god, more investing? Are you serious? We already seen what happens when we don't know how to invest. We've seen what it looks like to donate $24,000 to the stock market. What do you have to say, sir? Me in 2025, after I make $10 million from Shiba, the cryptocurrency? Like, that's worth like fractions of a penny? Are you serious? You invested $1,000 every week into it in 2024. Oh my god. So in theory, this man plans to invest $52,000 by the end of this year into a known crypto scam, a known rug pull, and you shared this supposed financial advice with over 46,000 people. Look, I am not an expert when it comes to investing. I am not an expert when it comes to financial wellness and financial literacy, but I will tell you one thing that I know for certain. Crypto investing is by far the worst way to make any sort of money. There's like 4 legitimate cryptocurrencies out there. Everything else is a scam. Everything else is bullshit. Ain't no way. Is that Sam Bankman-Fried posing with all of his new friends in prison? This image came out a couple of months ago, and it made me wonder just how much money he's putting into these people's commissary to make sure that they just don't beat him up and make his life a living hell inside of that prison. Because let's be honest, we've all seen this man talk, we all know how he acts, we know what his mannerisms are, we know he can't survive inside. This dude's physiognomy is completely incompatible with the prison environment and overall prison culture. This dude has to be giving people money to make sure he survives. But hey, I have to acknowledge that this man's still maintaining his personality and character, because it is so obvious that he is uncomfortable in there. He's not even posted up on the wall like everybody else. He looks so socially awkward. All right, so we got ourselves a post from r/offmychest. That's the title, Spare Hole. What could this possibly be about? Hi, 22 female. I've been seeing this guy for a little while. I thought he was really funny and sweet, really supportive. We've been going on dates and sleeping together and stuff. I looked over his shoulder and he was texting his roommate. I'm in his contacts as, oh no. Now, personally, if I was in this situation, I would beat him up. I would have to fight him. That is wild. You are sitting next to a sociopath. That is crazy. Calling somebody a spare hole, like, honestly, is so demented. I couldn't imagine being this woman. You know for a fact her ego and self-esteem just completely imploded in that moment. You know for a fact that she became a shell of a person the moment that she found out that a person who she'd been intimate with for a short period basically considers her to be a living fleshlight. That is so messed up. This first clip is from a prankster's YouTube channel where he tried to make fun and harass a teenage couple in Walmart.
We're doing an interview today for Arizona, our school, for Gilbert High School. Could you guys do a quick interview for us real quick? Sure. Okay, so how does it feel that your girlfriend looks like a man more than you in the relationship?
That's fair.
Feels good?
Sure, man.
All right, take care.
It's crazy.
So
Where's your girlfriend?
So who's Big Scissor or Little Scissor? My girlfriend's in California.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, does she go to a different school?
A different school?
Oh, Lord, she goes to a different school.
I live in California, sweetheart. I'm just here. I'm just here to troll you. I drove 6 hours to harass you.
Oh, I'm sweetheart now.
Yeah. Hey, you want to know how this can get even worse?
How?
You're gonna love this.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Say shout out Frank Hassel. I got this one from him. This is my cart now. This is my cart. Dude,
You wanted?
this is my cart. Why'd you do that?
Clean that shit up?
Why the f would you do that?
Are you gonna clean it up?
Bro, why would you knock your cart over? You took my cart out. This is my cart.
Are you gonna clean
This
it
is
up?
my cart.
It is.
Are you gonna take my cart and go to another aisle?
You're filming me.
Yes, I'm filming you. I'm gonna put you on Facebook and call you crazy. Everyone, this man took my cart. He's mentally. My name is Dr. Don Wario. You're mentally insane.
What's your buddy doing over there now?
He's twerking. He's doing the.
Did he walk away?
He's doing the thug shaker.
He got.
Yeah, he gave me the
He
spotlight.
thought the bit went too far and walked away?
The bit went. Did the bit go too far?
No, I'm just over here looking.
He went to go steal some candy. That's what he went to do. This guy's clearly mentally insane. I can't believe this.
Oh, and this isn't even over yet. This guy's voice was familiar, and within seconds, I found out that, yeah, I have heard his voice before. This man, quote unquote, pranked a homeless guy by eating Wendy's in front of him. So yeah, this guy is literally the scum of the earth and makes nothing but cringe, terrible content that he calls jokes and pranks. He just harasses people for money online, and it's only a matter of time until he's banned off of every platform imaginable. Well, maybe not every platform. I know for a fact that Kick.com would absolutely host this man's type of content if he were to do an IRL stream, which I'm almost certain that his audience would absolutely eat up. The type of people who enjoy content like this love when they can watch it happen in real time. I don't really know what's worse about this post, the fact that it just exists or the fact that it was meant to be a joke, and everybody on Twitter just didn't find it funny. A lot of people just didn't giggle. A lot of people just decided to bully this person. Now, bullying isn't nice. It's not a right thing to do. It's rude. But I understand, because this isn't funny in any capacity. It's such a, example of someone trying to be funny online that it's actually infuriating. And I understand why many people in the comments started calling him names. So what's the lesson here? If you're going to attempt to be funny online, you have to make sure that the joke, even if it's bad, is still somewhat palatable. Unfortunately, this post doesn't meet the requirements of funny or tastefully unfunny. It's just radioactive. Find your flag. Oh my god! I didn't know there was like 4 different types of autism. Wait, ADHD 3? That's weird. What do you get with that one? Do you get superpowers? The OCD one kind of confuses me. I don't know why you would have different colors on the OCD one. I would think it would either be a pattern or just a white flag. Hey, can I ask you a weird question? Hey, sure, I guess. Cool, it's just that you gained a lot of mass in a particular area, and me and Jake have a bet on whether your butt is natural or you got a BBL. I bet that it was real, by the way, because, you know, I'm trying to flirt with you low-key. Like, seriously, dude, you are as transparent as crystal glass, my man. You want to compliment your female friend on her new ass, but you don't want to be weird about it, so you made up some story that you have a bet with your friend, and for whatever reason, you bet the opposite direction. You thought that the butt was natural. You're trying to be flirtatious, you're trying to be flattering. It's not working. It's really weird and really, really obvious what you're trying to do, bro. Just ask her out, man. You're too old to be acting like this. LGBTQIA+ stands with lolicons. Culture is part of pride. What in the Kentucky Fried Fuck is culture? I mean, with the context clues, I think I can put 2 and 2 together, but still, the fact that such a term exists, especially on Twitter, frightens me. Because these people are one step away from grooming somebody on Discord, and they believe, for whatever reason, that consuming the things that they consume isn't problematic. Yes, they're not real. Yes, they're drawings, but come on now. It's so obvious that you guys are into what you're into. You feel me? It's very obvious that when you get bored of the drawings, you might develop a bit of a motivation to purchase a white van and kidnap some random child. And what really kills me is that these guys will try to worm their way into every single group to justify their interests. You feel me? And one of those groups is the Alphabet Crew, who vehemently and frequently disavow these group of people. They have to go on Twitter every single day and say, hey, aren't a part of our group, and they will never be a part of our group. But for whatever reason, they keep on trying to worm their way in. It's very disturbing to think that these people just aren't getting the hint. For whatever reason, they think that people are going to miraculously just start accepting their behavior. No, the content you guys consume and the things that you guys talk about are really, really concerning and disturbing. And you should stop consuming that stuff before you become a predator. You might already be one. This person needs to be investigated. Somebody needs to check their hard drive.
All right. So after almost 40 years of my mom and dad telling me no, I finally got a set of Heelys.
I know for a fact that car has to reek, bro, because the only people who actually purchase like the, cannabis stickers like that are the types to always smell like it, if you're catching what I'm throwing. And to be honest, the longer that I look at this photo, the more that I know for a fact that you don't wash. Because, my man, what's up with the stickers, dude? Come on! And apparently this car was parked, you already know where, in front of an elementary school! Like, seriously, man, is it really that challenging to not have scantily clad anime girls on your car? You can have that on your laptop, you can have that in your bedroom, but that's a car. It's gonna be in public. It's gonna be around people who don't want to see anime titties. Okay, so we got ourselves a diagram. It looks like this is a incel theory diagram. It looks like Alvin's getting all of the cool girls, with the assumption being that Alvin is the alpha here. He is the Chad. Unfortunately, Theodore might be struggling because he's a little bit big. So here's the lesson. You have to look smacks. You have to, get that jaw right. You have to lose that weight. You have to deepen your voice. Get a little bit more masculine so that you can get the girls, right? It's crazy that people really believe in this stuff. Like, solar being, not just modern. This is written in human DNA. I mean, yeah, but you don't need to make a diagram to depict that or really explain that. Because really, it's common sense. If you look good, you get the best person who also most likely looks good. The fact that someone put this diagram together and then started sharing that online is incredibly weird and strange, because you're just explaining what everybody knows inherently. But these people believe that for whatever reason, there's a small group of dudes who are getting all the ladies. That's not necessarily true. If you want to be intimate with somebody and you think you look bad, go to the gym, change your outfit, maybe shower more than once a week. If you want a girlfriend, you need to acquire one. They won't just fall out the sky and land into your lap. Not dating someone simply because they're trans is transphobic, period. No, it is not wrong to want to date someone who is a biological woman or a biological man. That is not a terrible thing to do, and it certainly isn't a derogatory thing to do. There are people out there who don't mind dating trans people, but unfortunately, those people are in the minority, and that group will not grow if you tell other people that they're being transphobic for not feeling comfortable dating someone who is trans. For a lot of people, that is a deal breaker, but that's not because they despise trans people, it's because they want to date someone with the correct and proper genitalia, whether that be pre or post-op. For a lot of people, someone who is transgender isn't attractive to them, and that's not hatred, that's just a fact of life. Attention all zoos and necros, let's hold hands and frolic together. You know what? I would love all of these people to hang out. I want them to have a convention. I want them to have a get-together so that all of us can purchase flamethrowers and set them all on fire at once, because fire spreads. So as long as they're close together, we can get all of them. Adult film star Cagney Lynn Carter dead to suicide at 36. I really wish this was the only tweet that was like this that day. There were over 1,000 quote tweets, and many of them were like this. People either saying this in jest or saying this honestly, like this is a way to, I don't know, honor her life, or was an opportunity to disrespect her even more because she was an adult film star. I mean, yes, doing porn online is not the best job on the planet. It certainly isn't the most socially liked and socially acceptable, but she's still a person who was struggling with some sort of severe mental illness that compelled her to take her own life. And for whatever reason, these window lickers thought it was a great idea to step on her just a little bit more. Let's twist the knife and disrespect her even more, even after she killed herself. What a wonderful group of people. MS Society U-turns and issues groveling apology to fired 90-year-old volunteer who they forced to step down after she asked what pronouns meant. So a 90-year-old woman who almost certainly exists outside of the realm of the internet asked a honest question about what people were talking about concerning pronouns, and instead of educating her or telling her what that meant, you chose to fire her because that was an opportunity to feel, righteous, right? To feel virtuous. You fired a 90-year-old for asking a question. What a great person. You are a progressive person. Okay, we got ourselves a new post from the African Hub Twitter page. Let's see what they posted. Let's see what they shared. Black samurai in Japan, the mainstream media will never show you. Your comments on this. This was either a desperate attempt to make money on Twitter, to make a couple of bucks, or some poor soul out there who's running a Twitter account is incredibly delusional concerning history and reality. I truly didn't think that it would be this fast. I didn't think that someone would actually use AI image software to actually put forward a conspiracy theory that the mainstream media isn't telling people that black people were in Japan, specifically feudal Japan. Now, before you type it out, yes, I am aware of Yasuke. The whole world knows about this guy's story because it's quite interesting that a former slave would be brought in by a feudal lord and turned into a samurai. That's kind of cool. But that only happened one time, and it certainly wasn't evidence that there was a sizable population of sub-Saharan African people in Japan. That's just not true. That's not a thing, and I don't understand why people are out here trying to make it a thing. It's just wild, bro. It's incredibly wild that someone's out here trying to make a couple of bucks on Twitter by using cultural appropriation, specifically Japanese cultural appropriation. I guess we're just out here doing anything for 50 bucks. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell so you can get these notifications every time. This weekend and all of next week, there's going to be a ton of Ailurus content, a ton of channel favorites, because next week is spring break and you guys deserve a content dump. So I hope you guys are excited for the weekend. There's going to be uploads tomorrow and Sunday and all throughout next week, and I wouldn't be able to do it without my Patreon supporters, so a big thank you to Twitch is Lost, Aquinas Downhill Legend, Cater Hoof, Behemoth Enjoyer, The Fungi, Tim Killen, Convicted Poop Slinger, Dawnbreaker Drake, Traffic Racer 124, Fisherman, The Blurred Star, Mr. Sandman, Ironic PFP, Mike, Sleepy Dragon, Power Lover, Loving Tate, Tron Destroy 23, Code Counter Purvis, S16, Infrared, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, BMX 30, Cinnamon Sticks, The Fake Musician, Samantha Bellhart, Bloody Hunter, Killy, Dundernass Hawk, Swiss Patreon user, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one on my merch store and one on my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so we can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay zesty.